What's happening, everybody? Roger with MudBug Fishing, and today I'm doing a video where I'm going to share some information that's about 15 years in the making. So about 15 years ago I started putting together a small tackle box, something that was that I could carry around easy. It didn't take up a lot of room if I was packing stuff. I could take hiking, just like a small travel box. And it comes out to be about once a year I would add a bait to this tackle box, and I've gotten it to about the size that I want, something that I can just throw in my pack, carry it somewhere, carry it on vacation. I used it when I was kayak fishing a lot, just something to grab real quick and just go fishing. I've taken it out on the boat many times. Just the time issue, didn't have a lot of time to make sure I had what I wanted or anything like that. But anyway, so I consider this to be the ultimate tackle box. It's taken 15 years, and I finally filled up the size tackle box that I wanted, and so I feel like it's time that I could share that information with you. So this is something, I think probably if you were to go out and buy all these baits, you might be looking about $75. Some of them I've got multiple colors, multiple sizes. So for maybe $100, $125, you can go ahead and buy all these baits. They're readily available at Walmart. I don't think I ordered any of them. I think it was like either Walmart, Cabela's, Bass Pro, places like that. But it's a great tackle box for maybe a kid that's starting to, getting started into some fishing, and a parent, you want to build them a tackle box so they've got a tackle box that they can take anywhere, fishing anywhere, and have something in this box that'll catch fish. This is what you need to do. But yeah, it's a great tackle box. I think anybody would want to be able to put a box like this together, something that's just really easy to carry, and keep a pretty versatile array of baits in one box. So anyway, I'm going to share this knowledge with you, and this is what I carry in my travel box. This is probably my most used tackle box out of probably 6 or 7 different decent sized ones. So here we go. First bait in the box is Rapala Original Floating Minnow. I carry 3 of them. I've got, I believe, I can't remember which is the big one. I know this is there's a F5, a F7, and a F9, I think. And then the smaller Fire Tiger one. So I carry 3 of those. Rapala Original Floating Minnow. Next is the Storm Wiggle Wart. This bait, I think, is actually the first bait that I ever had in this box. I know this single bait here, this actual bait is probably 25 years old. I've got my personal best bass on this. I don't know if you can tell, it's pretty beat up. I need to put new hooks and stuff on it, but I mean, it definitely catches fish. I think this is a discontinued color, so I'm gonna be heartbroken if I ever do lose this, so I try to be real careful with it. But Storm Wiggle Wart, probably one of the most underrated lures on the market today. Next, I carry a couple Rebel TNR Crankbaits, some smaller ones, shad color, crayfish. They're great for crappie, panfish, trout. It's another real versatile bait. This is more a bass bait, not so much a multi-species. I'm sure you could probably get some pike and stuff on it, but Booyah Peg Crasher. Gotta have a frog in the tackle box no matter where you go. This is just the one I've always liked. Caught a bunch of fish on it. Next one is an old timer bait, been around forever, and I never really liked it. And then one year, I can't remember, it's probably been about 6 or 7 years ago, caught one fish on it and I've been hooked. I kind of, you have to learn a little bit how to use it, how to walk it, but Zara Spook, been around for years, and it definitely catches fish. And it's still being made because it's a really effective bait. That's the only one I carry, white. Next baits, Lipless Cranks. That's a original Cordell rattle trap and shad, and then a shad wrap and shad. Lipless Crank. Then we'll get into some spinner baits, some inline spinners here. So of course, gotta have Rooster Tails. Carry 3 of them. I think they're 3 different sizes, 3 different colors. I generally keep a pretty decent stockpile of Rooster Tails at the house. I don't really try to keep any specific colors in the box. So if I lose one, I just throw another one in there. But yeah, real effective. That's probably, Rooster Tail is probably the most productive bait in this entire box. Next, another spinner bait, inline spinner. MEPS inline spinners. That's a size 3 Black Fury. That's a size 3 in red and white. Size 2 or size 1 Aglia and Fire Tiger, and Rainbow Trout, size 1. Another old bait, been around forever, is a Jitterbug. Probably one of the most obnoxious baits on the water, right up there with Whopper Plopper. Will definitely draw the attention of suspended bass, and I mean, it's just loud and obnoxious. But it's one of those ones, been around forever. You can get them anywhere and they definitely catch fish. Another really productive bait in here is Beetle Spins, jig spinners. I carry a few of these. I think I got 4 total. There's 3 of them. A few different size Beetle Spins. I mean, just, you can fish them anywhere and catch fish. Another classic. I got 3 of these in the box. 3 different sizes. Rebel poppers. I mean, the original topwater popper right there from Rebels. Got 3 of them. Here's a bait that up until a few years ago I never really fished with it, but it was just one that was so popular, and you just see them everywhere in everybody's freaking tackle box. And when I really started trying to fish it and kind of working it right, I started catching fish on it. And it's a wonder it comes with every beginning tackle box that you buy with a kit, with a little Zebco reel with a little tackle box. Every one of them is going to have one of these in it. A chartreuse grub. I carry 3 or 4 jig heads, different size jig heads, and a couple different size chartreuse tails for it. And if there was one bait that I could just simply just take anywhere, it would be that right there. Next, couple spoons that I use quite a bit up in the mountains for trout. Carry a couple Acme Castmaster spoons. I mean, they work for trout. I'm sure they'll catch other fish too, but I know for sure they catch trout and catch them good. Next is another pretty versatile bait, another classic bait, multi-species, Daredevil spoon in red and white. This is the imp size, so this is actually a smaller size, has the 2 hook. And I like this too because with the hooks like that, you know, you can get over top of, you know, you don't get snagged as much, get hooked up on stuff. This is probably the newest addition to the box. I just had this color on here. I generally try to have at least a couple different colors, or I'll try to match whatever the weather looks like, where you know, season and stuff like that. But square bill crankbait. It's usually, I usually tie this on every time I go fishing. Square bill. And then last but not least, of course, you gotta carry some worm weights and some beads for Carolina rigs, Texas rig. Carry a little bit of terminal tackle in my bag. But yeah, some soft plastics. I mean, you know, a Carolina rig and a Texas rig is gonna catch fish every day of the week. So that's it, 15 baits. It's the ultimate tackle box. You can, in my opinion, go anywhere in at least the United States, anywhere in the United States, any lake, any body of water, fresh water, and catch a fish with a bait out of this tackle box. So I hope you can put one together and turn it into your travel box. Maybe, you know, swap out a couple baits, whatever you think you can catch fish with. But yeah, so thanks for watching. Like and share, subscribe if you want. But yeah, there you go. So I hope you liked the video. Thanks for watching. I'm Roger with MudBug Fishing, and Roger that.